Every time I start a freaking video, I always have to laugh. Hey guys, it's Mitch and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I've been back on here again, but I really want to try and prioritize my channel because I do enjoy making these videos and sharing them with you guys. So yeah. Throughout February and March, I was back home in my home country, which is the Philippines, and I was visiting my family and friends. So during that time, I didn't really want to film anything because I wanted to spend as much time as I could with them and just be in the moment and enjoy it and not do anything YouTube related. So this next topic is something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while now, but I just needed to gather my thoughts about it and really think about what I wanted to say and what angle I wanted to come at, because I didn't really want to come at it with such hate and negativity, since the intentions behind these types of videos is actually a good one. But just because a good intention was behind something doesn't mean that the execution went the right way. So the topic that I was talking about are those videos that are swirling around with the title, How to Be That Girl. I wanted to create this video to remind people out there, especially women and younger girls, that you don't have to be that girl. You can be any girl that you want to be, and those videos are just one type of lifestyle that you could follow, but you don't have to. To sum it all up, why am I already at the summary? I haven't even started. Anyway, these videos focus on the aesthetics of your life rather than focusing on how you want to feel in your life. Since when did we start caring more about how our life looks like aesthetically rather than how we feel with our life? And these videos show this perfect lifestyle of getting up in the morning at 5 a.m. and working out 2 hours, doing some yoga, then having like a fruit smoothie and having the perfect diet. Everything about these videos are so perfect that it creates such a false image of how life actually is. It gives this false impression that your life will be this amazing when you follow this type of a lifestyle. Working on your life is messy. Working on yourself is messy. Healing, growing, self-development, all of that is messy. Trying to be disciplined with yourself, motivating yourself, really fighting your inner critic can be quite painful, and there's so much more to what goes on when you try to work on your goals than this aesthetically pleasing lifestyle that is portrayed in these videos. Parallel to my first point, it gives this false impression that your end goals, let's say that this is how your end goal should look like, will be this aesthetic life. And we don't know that. I mean, it could be. I'm not saying that it can't be, but we don't know that. Who knows if this will all end up this way if you wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning and work out 2 hours in a day. You never know. I guess these types of videos are even more worrying for me just because there's not a lot of other representation out there. For instance, people that have a lifestyle that is completely opposite. So people that wake up at like 11 in the morning and, you know, don't do anything for an hour or two and then are more productive at 2 in the afternoon and then go to bed really late because they're more productive later in the day. Which, by the way, I also wanted to remind you guys that even if you're not a productive person, you are still worthy of love and you're still worthy as a person. Your productivity doesn't define your worth, okay? Let's start with that. Okay, maybe I should have really started with that. But anyway, I know that most of us do try to think twice when we see these types of videos, and we do try to remember that these are just examples and this doesn't have to look like our life, but social media always affects a person one way or another. Even those people that don't get affected by social media that much because they can reason out really well and they don't allow it to emotionally affect them, these kinds of things can still linger in your head, and everybody has insecurities, and I know that these types of videos can just trigger that in a person. Also, not to mention, focusing on the aesthetics of your life really feeds the toxic diet culture and the toxic fitness culture. If you end up pursuing these goals and this type of lifestyle and you're simultaneously hating yourself and hating every step of the way to reach these goals, trust me, I've been there. You will just never think it's enough. Even though at some point you do end up reaching some of these goals and you're not even aware of it because it feels like it's never enough. There is nothing wrong with setting goals. The only problem is that people forget that there's still that journey on the way to that goal. Usually people do set goals because of how we think that goal will make us feel in the end. But why do you want to only feel that in the end? Why don't we want to feel it now and on the way to that goal? And so in the end, when we focus on just the aesthetics of our lives rather than how we feel, it just becomes unattainable / unsustainable, because usually what then happens is that you just end up back to zero and it kind of all falls apart. Not to say that every single person will have this happen to them. Of course, there are some people out there that are able to lead this type of lifestyle and thrive off of it, and that's great. But many others don't. And it can make a person feel like crap, and you end up just questioning yourself and thinking that there's something wrong with you, rather than realizing that it has nothing to do with you. This is just not working for you, and that's okay. So much for my thoughts being in order. That was not in order at all. But it's fine. I kind of wanted to clear my head on that because these videos have been bothering me a lot, and I know that there's so many people out there that see these too and get very affected by these. So yeah, I'm just here to casually remind you guys that you can lead whatever life you want to lead, and that way of a lifestyle is not the only definition of a successful lifestyle. And your lifestyle isn't all this pretty butterflies kind of thing, and that's okay. Those are my few thoughts on that topic today. Just remember, guys, you don't have to be that girl. Just be your own girl. You define your own values, your own priorities, your own success. I really hope that this video helped you somehow. If you guys have any other comments and thoughts that you want to tell me, or you feel like you can relate to this, please comment down below. I'd be happy to hear from you. Otherwise, have a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you!